Relationships. A little bit on relationships today. I'm actually going to give you a very simple journal tool to help you get perspective around your current relationships so you can actually start giving the right energy to the right people. Because we all know how dangerous it is to actually waste time and energy on people who are not going to give you anything in return. So we're going to look at that today. As always, Celeste here, helping driven millennial women find freedom from chaos, clarity of purpose, and the power to create a life worth living with my rare systematic approach to mindset training so that you can become a better human. As always, bringing you a little bit of truth and a little bit of inspiration and encouragement to help you on your own personal pursuit of excellency. So, relationships. Here's the thing, right? You can't escape relationships, be that work relationships, family relationships, friends. I've just realized how much this hat makes my ears stick out. Nobody told me that. Oh well. Anyway, you can't escape relationships, okay? Part of being a human being is being part of a community of some sort. So you're going to have relationships with people. But the key thing to get right is to have a good understanding of what kind of relationship that is and what it actually means for you. Because if you have the wrong idea about a relationship, you're going to waste a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy on people that are not going to give you that in return. And that naturally leads to disappointment, it leads to hurt, it leads to anger. So, what we can do is manage our expectations and actually assign people different roles within our life. Now, naturally, that can change, relationships do evolve, they do develop, but we've always got to have this little bit of perspective around where people sit in our lives. Perspective is huge in everything. The right perspective can completely shift how you think, how you feel, and how you act, which is ultimately going to change the results you get in your life. So, to do this, you're going to need a pen and a paper. You're going to need a pen and a paper. So, grab that now. I'm going to give you a minute. You can even hit pause if you want, if you're not watching this live. And then I want you to split your page into 3 sections, okay? So 3 distinct sections. And we're going to label these, okay? Each section is a different category, okay? So the first one is fun. So label that off as fun, okay? The second one is unconditional, okay? So unconditional love, whatever you want to write down. And the third one is just transactional, okay? So you've got 3 different types of potential relationships there. There's the people you just have fun with, the people who are nothing more than a little bit of fun for you. They're the people who don't show up consistently, but when they do show up and you do spend time with them, you always have a great time. So list off the people who you know fit in that category. Then move on to the unconditional category. Now, these are the people who are always there for you. These are the people that love you regardless of how much of a twat you act. These are the people who you can rely on. So this might be your parents, it might be your husband, your wife, your brothers, your sisters, whoever it is. It may not be those people. They may actually be in a different category. But these are the people who no matter what, they're there and they love you without condition. Then the third one is transactional. So give and take. I give you something, you give me something. That could be work related ones, I work, I provide a service, you pay me. That's it. That's all there is to it. It may be, maybe a physical relationship. I give you something, you give me something, job done. It may be, I don't know, any kind of relationship where it's just purely give and take. There's no emotional attachment. There's no greater expectations. It's really important you get this right, because if you get someone in the wrong category, then you are going to end up very hurt, very disappointed. And it's not necessarily that person's fault. And it's very easy to blame them, which only further ruins the relationship. It creates more issues down the line because chances are you're just not on the same page, you're not meeting each other where you're at. So actually getting an understanding of where people sit and are categorized will make a huge, huge difference in how you treat them and in how you allow them to treat you. And that's going to affect your energy. It's going to affect how you feel about that person. And of course, the time you give them. You'll be able to save yourself so much trouble by understanding that a transactional relationship is give and take and not expecting anything more from that person. You can't put someone who is purely transaction based in an unconditional box. It doesn't work. You're going to be so disappointed. So, really, really useful tool that I learned from one of my mentors. I can't remember where he learned it from. I want to say a philosopher such as Aristotle or something along those lines, but I could be wrong. But either way, it's a tried and tested journaling tool that you can use to start getting some perspective around your relationships and then actually driving your energy in the right place. Giving the right things to the right people and meeting them where they're at. And you save yourself a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of disappointment down the line. So have a go at that and then drop in the comments and let me know your thoughts.